Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Geneforge. As you can see, or, well, I guess you can't see that, but as it turns out, this Amina person here, first of all, he's a guy, so sorry for assuming last time. And he also was not moving toward me by accident, but he was apparently very eager to talk to me, because, well, he did that. So, yeah. The serval guards the north gate of Kazg. So is this literally is this like the Eastern Pentil? Like basically an extension of Kazg to the north. He is an experienced warrior, and his face bears the cold, calm expression of an experienced guardian. Oh, wait, of a guardian? Like a capitalized guardian, like those that are normally human? Interesting. He nods to you, unimpressed by what he sees. Well, I guess the good news is that we're probably not going to be dealing with a lot of, unwelcome worshipping of our person. Probably quite the opposite here. But I guess that's going to make for a, pleasant change of pace. We'll see. He nods to you, unimpressed by what he sees. His manner is businesslike. Shaper, I'm Amina. I have been sent to greet you when you approach. You are at the outskirts of Kazg. Fair warning, your safety here is not guaranteed. Okay, I mean, that's fine. It's really not been guaranteed anywhere, so that's not much of a change. I'm a Shaper. How can you threaten me? I mean, he's not really threatening me, not necessarily. I guess it really depends on how you want to read that. But obviously I was not expecting anything. Like, I was not expecting a warm welcome after what I heard about these guys, so. And I'm also not here to specifically antagonize them any more than they probably already are, so let's be relatively friendly, or at least neutral. Will I be attacked if I enter Kazg? Yes. Oh, really? Oh, okay, I did not expect that. I was under the impression that Kazg's leader might also want to talk to me? I don't know where I'm getting that. Maybe I'm just making that up. Okay, well then. The guards there are eager to meet you in battle. Not you, though. I doubt I could control them. They long for a chance to fight and slay a Shaper. Okay, well, that's a little bit more hostile than I thought. I guess we'll see once we get there. Why do they hate me? Well, again, not me personally, just Shapers in general, and kind of understandable. Then I will leave. I mean, then I guess I'll just not enter town if that's the case, or, well, I don't know. I wish to enter Kazg and speak with your leaders. How is this possible? I mean, do I really need to talk to them? Really, I'm just on my way. Technically, I'm still really just on my way to find a boat, right? And we heard about docks on the eastern coast, so I could just ignore Kazg and keep moving north, keep moving east, right? So technically, I don't need to talk to the leaders. I don't have any particular business with them. I guess if I was planning to ally with them, which really doesn't seem like, what my character should have any interest in doing, but, obviously for a given playthrough you might choose to do it anyway. But yeah, I mean, really, role-playing wise, if that's the case, after this warning, I should have no desire to even get close to the place. Obviously, playing a video game, me as a player, I'm interested in seeing the place and checking it out. And I'm assuming there is a way to explore it. Why do they hate me? I do not have the time to recite the whole list of crimes your people have committed. All my warriors want is a chance for justice. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not even gonna point out the ridiculousness of justice, of having justice by slaying a random, completely innocent person, innocent in the crimes that they accuse my whole people of. But oh well, then I believe, I mean, okay, just because the option is here. I wish to enter Kazg and speak with your leaders. How is this possible? I would need to escort you into town myself, but first I need to believe that it is worth it. I do not want one of your kind in my home, no matter what Gnoral says. Gnoral? Have we heard that name before? Who is that? Gnoral rules the takers. Ah. She told us there is a certain Shaper she wishes to see. Uh-huh. She said nothing about how to identify him or her. Not that there are a whole lot of Shapers around, as far as I'm aware. I don't think any Shapers can be trusted, so I will not help you pass. Okay, so despite that being your leader's wish. Interesting. I guess you don't really care much about her wishes? Yeah. Huh. Shouldn't you obey your orders? Yeah, I mean, you'd think so, right? Even if you are takers? I am not a servant to Gnorrel or to anybody. You Shapers want us all to be servants to you or to each other. No, I'm here and Gnorrel is not. I will not help you pass. Why are you here warning me then, and not attacking me? It is wise to leave. If you do not, you will be slain. I mean, if I'm up against a whole town of people like him, then probably, yeah. At my current level. Tell me more about the takers, I guess. There was also another option earlier that I didn't pick, and I didn't even look at it. So I don't know if we'll get a chance to try that one again or take a look at that. No, I don't care if you know about us. You are the enemy. Well, I mean, I don't need to be. Okay, I guess we can start over. Will I be attacked? I wish to enter. If you want me dead, wouldn't taking me to your leader bring that about? You can't kill me out here. Well, I mean, I guess he by himself might actually not feel confident to attack me, especially when I'm accompanied by additional creations, which of course the game doesn't really have a way of reacting to specifically, but you know, it's relatively safe to assume that a player who reaches this point either has, you know, creations with him that are sufficiently strong to get him to this point, or is himself sufficiently strong. So, I mean, I guess I might as well try it. Oh, and I guess I had enough leadership to make that work, presumably. That seems like a thing that would definitely require some leadership. He stops, surprised. This clearly hadn't occurred to him. That is true. I do not think that I can kill you. Gnorrel, however, definitely could. Yeah, but she doesn't have an interest in killing me, or at least not immediately. I mean, again, my character should have no desire to enter that, you know, that pit of vipers. Even if the leader is interested in talking. We have, you know, we already have one prominent example of someone who doesn't even, you know, care much about their own leader's orders or wishes. So, you know, entering a whole city of people that are hostile and eager to earn themselves a name by killing me. Yeah, well, anyway. It's a video game, so obviously we're gonna go. Who am I even kidding? So anyway, my little bluff, was it a bluff? Worked, I suppose. That is true, I don't think. Right, Gnorrel could. Follow me, Shepherd. I will lead you to the gate. Watch yourself, though. Any theft, any crime, and we will swarm you. I mean, that's not different from other cities, I think. I guess I haven't really tried, like, stealing in the open while being watched. I'm guessing at least the awakened would probably turn hostile. Anyway, you're not the master here. I never claimed to be, dude. Oh well. I mean, if I didn't have a chance or even a choice to try and make the other Shapers react in a more reasonable way, treat me, you know, in a more reasonable way, the way I've been trying to treat them whenever I could, then obviously that is even more true for these people here. Cask Plains. Cask is working very hard to reclaim as much of their farming land as they can. They have been bringing fresh dirt in laboriously, a basket at a time. Why did they have to reclaim it? What happened to it? There are also plants from other regions of the island carried here in old clay pots. The servants of Cask may be violent and strange, but you admire their persistence and ingenuity. They still have a long way to go, though. The crops here are sickly and getting worse. See, that was a little bit of praise for something that the serviles are doing, though. So I guess not literally every single bit of narration is completely, you know, Shaper supremacist. Oh, sticky key again. So champions, hey guys, they don't even talk to me. All right, fair enough. Some orcs. So I guess this area really is just farmland. No enemies. I guess we'll see. There might still be some enemies lurking between these, well, hedge mazes. Well, I guess it's not really, not mazes. Not really sure what those things are supposed to represent. Did I see something? Nope. Not something hostile anyway. Hugh. Does that name seem familiar? I don't know. No, probably not. I mean, obviously I've never been here, and I couldn't possibly have seen someone from here. I don't know why that name sounded so familiar at first. There's a young female serval camped out here. She is small and nervous, like everything. Oh, she's another one of the... Maybe her name was mentioned? If she's the local spy? Anyway, like everything else in this barren place, she is covered with dust. She bows when you approach. A Shaper. Welcome. Welcome, Shaper. I'm Hugh. What are you doing out here? I like a peaceful life. I farm my tiny plot. I try to survive in this harsh place. Oh, okay. So maybe not a spy. I guess everyone who's been described as nervous has turned out to be a spy so far. All 2 people or so. Well, I want to know more. I won't tell you. I hate Shapers. Oh, really? Well, that's unfortunate. Isn't it dangerous to live out here like this? Oops, I asked the wrong thing. Isn't it dangerous? The Takers have made this area secure. The rogues do not trouble them anymore. They are starting to be able to grow crops. Despite the harshness, this is one of the safest places on Susha Island. I guess there are a lot of warriors around, so there's that. Thanks to the Takers, she hastens to add. Are you a Taker? Why, of course, she's not. Why, of course, she has difficulty saying it. I hate the Shapers for all they have done to us. That's justified. We do not deserve hatred. I mean, I guess we as a people might, to an extent. Of course, hatred is always, might be understandable, but it's never helpful. And, yeah, well, anyway. You seem to have doubts. She does. Are you lying to a Shaper? One of your creators? I mean, I would like to point out that she does seem to be lying for some reason, but obviously not in this way. You seem to have doubts. No, I don't. Never mind. No doubts. I'm a Taker, secure in the wisdom of Knorl. I mean, I wish I didn't have to word it like this, but she grows upset. She looks around, making sure nobody's listening. No, Shaper, you are correct. I'm an obeyer. I'm spying. I must obey a Shaper, no matter what it costs. Man, I mean, I really didn't want to play the almighty Shaper card. But, I mean, it's her damn fault for being an obeyer who falls for it. So I guess I don't need to feel that bad. And obviously an Awakened would have recognized me as one of his faction and talked to me right away. So anyway. I must obey a Shaper no matter what it costs if it helps fight the evil of the Takers. Okay, well, what are you doing out here then? Oh, yeah, wait, why is the Earth dying? I don't know. Dang it, I didn't expect her to suddenly say something new. It started a year or 2 ago. That is all I was able to learn. Oh, wait, so about 3 years ago, the rogues started to suddenly increase in number and attack the inhabited places, the inhabited parts of the island. That was also around the time or shortly after the strangers, the Sholai, arrived on the island, right? So most likely connected. I mean, almost pretty much definitely connected. But then a year or 2 ago, the land started to die. So that's why they're rebuilding their farms. Oh. So, you're a spy. What have you learned? I guess just tell me that. I know that the Takers are allied with the humans. The outsiders. Right. So they don't hate humans. They specifically hate Shapers. Right. The invaders. I don't know why. I know, though, that it has something to do with control. Control of the Geneforge. Okay, well, I guess they're just dropping that term freely now. Not making it a huge deal anymore. What is the Geneforge? I do not know. A powerful Shaper artifact left behind when you all fled. With time, I will find out more. Well, probably not before I do, but keep doing your best. What do the Takers want with me? I mean, they don't really want anything with me. They want to kill me, as far as I'm aware. There are 2 Shapers on Susha Island. Gnorl has been trying to get one Shaper brought to her. There is another who she wants to kill. That is what the outsider humans want. Whoa, that's... I think you are the Shaper they want, not the Shaper they want to kill. Not all of the Takers are so sure. Interesting. I was really not sure if I was one of those 2 Shapers in the first place. let alone which one I was. I guess it's good to know that at least Gnorrel does not want me dead. So if I'm going to enter town to meet with her, at least I'm not walking in a trap that she built. I might still be attacked by someone else who just decides that he doesn't need to follow her orders. Okay, and the other shaper then is most likely that one-wig person, right? Well, based on the information that we have so far, which might be very incomplete. And also, I might also just have misinterpreted things. Perfectly possible, but we'll see. So, 2 shapers on the island. One who probably stayed behind somehow, or reached the island a long time ago, because obviously he must have been here. Well, he was obviously here to teach some of the servals to shape, right? That's why I'm guessing he's that other guy. So he either stayed behind when the island was previously abandoned, or arrived at some time in between then and now. Anyway, right. Is there any other information you can give me? I'm sorry, Shaper, but I'm not sure you follow the true will of the Shapers. If you were allied with the Obeyers, though, it would be different. Yeah, that's fine then. You already told me some pretty interesting things. And who knows, maybe there is a second spy, an awakened spy. I mean, they had one. They had a spy with the Obeyers, so it would only make sense to have one with the more hostile, more openly hostile faction, I guess. Although, of course, we don't even know if Cask is doing anything actively to, working actively against the Awakened. Whereas Pentel definitely is. Anyway. Yeah, well, you're alone. Srel. You meet one of Cask's farmers. She's weak and weary. Her face and clothes are covered with a thick layer of dust. It is kicked up by every step on the slowly dying earth. I mean, the land doesn't look dead or sickly, but I guess I'll take the game's word for it. She looks up at you with a face without emotion. The Shaper. Aye, Srel. Will you talk to me? Sure. What do you want to talk to me about? I live hard life here. Life too long. Must tell you. Ask question. You listen? All right. What do you want to say? Live here 20 years or more, maybe 20. Live with my bonded. Grow food, raise child. Always hungry, even before struggle, even before carrying the dirt in. Somehow we live. Yes? My bonded dies. Rogue kills him. Child died. Sickness. If Shaper here, there are no rogue. If Shaper here, no sickness. Cured like that. She snaps her fingers. Why? Why Shaper do this to us? Why this wrong thing? Why? I feel like I've heard a very, very similar story. Like someone else who lost both their child and their partner. Right? And blamed the Shapers for not being here to prevent that from happening. Was that the girl we saved? Girl or woman we saved? In that one otherwise pretty unremarkable map? I don't know. Maybe it was someone else. Well, the answer is that it is not for you to ask. You are our creations now. I do not know. It was wrong and injustice. My people should do something to make it better. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That obviously doesn't help, but between these options, clearly that's the only good one. She looks down at the ground, suddenly embarrassed. You say that, Shaper. You do not feel it. Hey, don't just decide that, because it's not true. Do not think you feel it. Yet, will think and hope and try to believe. She turns away. I mean, what did you want me to say or expect me to say? I guess you expected me to be all, to choose option 1 and be all condescending and Shaper-like. But, yeah, I'm not going to do you that favor. I mean, she seemed a little bit simple, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe Inutal. But then I guess she wouldn't be living here. So I'm not really sure what her deal is necessarily. Okay. Nope. What have we here? Nothing special, gotcha. Some more farmers' houses that I will search, of course, just because I can. Oh, hello, agate. You meet a Kaskian, okay. He has the mad, unstable look in his eyes you have come to expect. A fanatic's eyes. He looks up at you. He looks like he could attack you in a moment if the whim struck him. Instead, he chooses to speak. A shaper. Shaper. Yes. Gnorrel said your kind would come. Now you talk at me. You talk at me. Good. I'm agate. I'm an agent. Okay. You call yourself an agent. Only a shaper can be an agent. I mean, again, he's probably going to take that as an as an attack, or you know. But I would really just like to ask about this, because I mean, traditionally, obviously, only shapers have been agents. I would just like to know why he calls himself that. I'm gonna ask it. I agent, like shaper agent, our agent. Gnorrel find difficult place where bad things happen. She talks to me and I go and I solve problem. Okay, so I guess she didn't react particularly hostilely. He, actually, wait. He? She? I already forgot. What sort of problems are you trying to solve? Agate looks skeptical. You help take her agent? Mistrust. Why? I mean, I'd like to help, sure. I like quests. Gnorrel think there is a spy up here. Not spy like you blundering out in open. Secret spy. I talk to all farmer and visitor, but I find no spy. Well... I mean, I'm not allied with the Obeyers, and they have been doing some questionable things, but I'm not really willing to give Hugh, was it, away? So I'm a little bit afraid of what they might do to her. Yeah, he looks up at you and smiles. You shaper, smart. Well, I mean, smarter than you, because I got suspicious immediately, and you apparently did not. You know of spy and tell me. We deal with you. Let you into city. We not hate all shapers. Shapers who ally with us, welcome. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not planning to do that. What will happen to the spy? Justice. Yeah, right. I mean, I have the quest now, so I guess that's gonna be another one that just gets stuck in my quest log. How do I find the spy? Use shaper arts, talk to servants, read their minds, then you know. Yeah, right. The takers have a lot of confusion about the abilities of the shapers. Wait, can't we do that normally? Oh. Where is the spy? I mean, near here, I think. We found message to Obeyers by river. Left here by one close, I think. Yeah, I mean, that should give you all the info that you need, really. To find her yourself, I mean. Them. Who knows who they are. Is there anything else to talk to you about? Oh, I guess. Tell me about Gnorrel. Leader of takers. She wise. One day she lead us against you. Once she tell us who to fight, we win freedom. Right. Do you hate all shapers? Nay, some do. Foolish ones do. Not Gnorrel, not me. We know that shaper who aid our cause is as much ally as servile who do so. More so, for shaper has much more to lose. Also more powers, really, because they can shape, for one thing. Help us and we will help you more. Want no more? Talk to Gnorrel. Yeah, well, I mean... Sure. Found the spy? Yeah. I'll be going now. Really wish I could just end the quest in a way that, you know, just decline the quest, basically. So it's gone from the quest log. But oh well. Not a big deal. Several farmers, more champions who are not going to talk to me. There's Amina waiting for me. Yeah, sorry, man. I never said that I was going to follow you immediately. Don't be upset if I make you wait a little bit longer. Although it seems like we've seen most of this place at this point. Well, there is another exit leading somewhere. To the tribal woods. Okay. The map doesn't show much in terms of woods here, but I guess we can imagine that part. Also, once again, I did not actually mean to travel here. I wonder what that did to Amina, actually. Is he gonna be waiting by the entrance? Yes, actually. Oh. You know what? Maybe he just moved to this position specifically and is not waiting for us to I mean, he is waiting for us, I guess, technically, but I thought that he literally just started walking toward the town, waiting for us, or expecting me to follow right away. But I guess he just moved to this position, and that is his new position now. Well, I mean, here we are. And it doesn't seem like your dialogue has changed at all, so maybe just talking to you and agreeing to being led to Kask. Meet the Takers. I mean, we do have that quest, right? So, if nothing else, I guess we do have the quest, the Vengeful, achievement unlocked. All right. Yeah, so much for having no real reason to go here. I mean, again, role-playing wise, I don't really know why we're talking to these people, because we have no reason to expect any help from them. The Kiri leader Kobar told you to meet the other Serval sects on Susha Island. He thinks that once you learn more about them, you will find the Awakened to be superior. Well, yeah. The Takers are based in a ruined city called Kask. It's a long journey to the east. The leader is named Gnorl. Also, they all want to kill you. That's the part that he forgot to mention. Anyway. You step into the city of Kask for the first time. Took me long enough. The response is immediate. Shouts of alarm, drawn weapons, farmers and children run for safety. Amina? Help? You prepare to defend yourself. However, before anyone ends up dead, a large serval in a steel breastplate runs between you and your assailants. Wait, he shouts. Orders of Gnorl. If Shaper not do crime against Takers, Shaper not attacked. No blades, no threats. Shaper has business with us. Not yet, foe. Back to business. Is there a particular reason why these people don't speak English quite as well as all the Awakened and most of the Obeyers, or all of them? I mean, they're more hostile. They're not any more stupid, or I guess they might just be less educated. Anyway, right, back to business. The words have the desired effect. That's good. The Servals slouch back to their business, casting dark looks back at you. The armed Serval approaches. I, Echo Blade. You're no friend to me, but we have business. Gnorl awaits in West Hall. She leads Takers of Free. Go to her. Fear us, Shaper. One step wrong, one crime, we fall on you. We have no love of Shapers, only business. Eiko turns and walks back to the massive stone hall at the west end of the city center. Alright, fair enough. From here, you're able to get a good look at the crumbling, reclaimed city of Kask. Though it is as barren and dusty as the rest of this region, it is still a massive and impressive fortress. This must have been the administrative center for Susha Island back in the day. Wait, the administrative center? I thought that was Pentel. From here, all of the orders and directions which governed this colony emerged. Most likely, the decision to abandon Susha Island came out of here too. Okay, so I guess in that regard, in terms of finding out what happened here, this might be an important place, or is obviously an important place to explore, despite all the dangers. This may be a good place to obtain clues about what happened here and why this island was bought. Yes, thank you. If the Takers don't kill you, that is. Reiterating exactly what I just said. Pula. Bit of an unfortunate name. The Serval is circling her crops, trowel in hand. The Takers have torn up a white swath of flagstones to make room for plants. Maybe the dirt inside the city is less corrupted. When you get close, she turns and inspects you. You fascinate her. Hello, Shaper. I'm Pula. I'm a humble farmer. She's nowhere near as hostile as most of the Takers, yeah? Why are you growing things inside this fort? Why wouldn't you? Dirt around Kask has died. We bring in dirt of our own, living dirt. We bring most in here, where it can be protected and watched. Makes perfect sense to me. Why is the soil dying? After Shapers left, we had to look after ourselves. Soil got sicker then. Was stable for a long time. Then, year ago, 2 years, got worse. Crops died. Had to haul in fresh dirt then. Are you able to survive here? I mean, they are alive for now. I don't know. I'm afraid. Sometimes I fear Kask must die. Need to leave this island. But how can we? When we will only fight Shapers and get killed by them. I mean, apparently there are lands inhabited by other people than Shapers. So that seems like an option. Definitely better than just going to the Shaper-controlled lands and hoping to find peace there. Anyway, what can you tell me about Kask? Kask is a large place, full of many twists and turns and interesting things. I hope so. There are many takers here who have many beliefs. What do you think of the takers? Many want a war with Shapers, a great bloody war. I think they might do good, but there are influences against it. I think Shapers should beware. I think in some ways takers are wise. Some go too far. Such as? If you go out through East Gate and go north, you find small sect of takers. Have passion for death of Shapers. If you go near, they just kill you. Or try anyway, okay. Through East Gate and then north. They hate Gnoral for thinking we can deal with some Shapers. Their hate goes to madness. Good to know. So, I mean, not really takers if they're not even allied with the official leader of the takers, huh? Just a faction of their own. Are there any particular twists and turns in Cask which might interest me? Well, there is tower in southwest corner of fort. Is guarded, but careful ones can slip past patrol. It is chambers of learned Toivo. Oh, I think I've been told about that person. I know he has valuable notes back there. Why are you helping me? I only want freedom. I not know how I want it. I know war is not right way. Now I must return to my work. She walks away, trowel in hand. Oh, wait, wasn't there something else? I could have asked about... What do you think of the takers? Oh, wait. I thought there was something else. Maybe that was the other option that I explored. Never mind then. Okay. Hold on. East. Oh, right. East and then north. Alright, so there might be something else here. Huh. There's not that much room for another area there, but I guess we'll see. Oh. I mean, I don't need to use these, obviously. I guess these would be useful if I decided to attack this city and fight literally every single inhabitant. Seems unwise. Oh. Hello there. No. Don't walk all the way up there, please. I mean, I just saved, so... Nope. Resist. Oh, really? Did those other mines by the Crystal Burrow say that? That wasn't terrible damage. I mean, there's a healing thing literally right there, right? So long as these don't one-shot me. Oops. Didn't mean to heal myself twice. This is literally free. But there is nothing to be gained from this place. And these are the tougher kind of mines. Okay, well, I mean, that worked. I should also really be just doing this in combat mode, so not my entire party gets blown up. Easy. Wait, I can't heal anymore. That's fine though, because we're done. Oh, well, maybe not quite, but this is definitely doable. I mean, again, the game is basically handing this to me with the healing pools right here. I wonder if that's on purpose. There might also be a way to disarm these mines. Or there might not be. I really don't know. Healed. Come on. Come on. Really not sure if this is worth it, or, you know... Oh! Okay. Well, that worked. No problem. No big deal. Yeah, you guys are kind of in bad shape here. You should be safe, right? Oh! But I wasn't. Well then. Well then. Oh. That's fine. Okay, here we are. That did not take long. You sure there was once a servant mine? Yeah, I was gonna say that rooms with these weird rune table thingies have typically had servant mines before. It is gone now. Well, but there might still be some nutrients? Yes, how convenient. The cabinet is mostly empty. You'll find dusty jars with cracked seals and useless dust inside. You do find a large ceramic jar sealed shut with a thick layer of wax. The label indicates that it is filled with nutritive goo, used to sustain the lives of servant mines. Though it's bulky, you take it with you. Alright. Convenient. And do we even get even more rewarded? Well, if it is a reward, I guess that's remains to be seen still. I'll take these. And what do we get here? Terror. Yeah. Increases the effect in some way, I guess. I mean, it doesn't say, right? It just says plus X%. Terrified for 3 turns. Actually, it might directly improve that. No, for 3 turns. And it doesn't even say... doesn't even say that the plus %... That's just from our stats, I think. So we really don't know how that has improved. Just that it has. I'll take the game's word for it. Well, oh, you're... I mean, it doesn't matter. Not really. Yeah, I wonder what other way... Well, I guess if... There might be a way to actually become immune to those spores by allying with the takers. It would make sense, I guess, to get both the nutrient paste and the skill as a reward for siding with them. But I'm glad that there's a way around that, and also that this is apparently free for me to take. Don't mind if I do. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, Eastern Cask. Alright, I mean, that's a pretty small part of Eastern Cask to be named that. But, okay. Apparently there's something north of here. In this mountain, on this mountain. We're not gonna go there quite yet. But since Cask is, despite all the hostility, considered a peaceful area, a green area, we can always fast travel to Eastern Cask. I mean, I guess, arguably, you could just walk around the city without having to enter it, right? So that makes sense. That's a lot of jars. Let's take a look. Surely, one of these is going to have something good. Or they're here purely to waste my time. Well, that one had mushrooms, rather. Wait, this also had mushrooms, right? And last but not least, actually it is not least, in fact it is far superior to all the others. Major healing spores, huh? No one sees it, so that's perfectly fine. And if there's any faction to not feel too bad about stealing from, of course, so long as no one sees it, then it's clearly these guys. Merchant. What is this? Trade hall. Ah, that makes sense. Hello, hello. This is one of Cask's merchants. This bazaar used to be a host to a thriving trade. No longer. This merchant is thin, hungry, and desperate for more business. Ah, the Shaper. This is my humble shop. Takers buy and sell. Though the merchant is hungry for business, she isn't sure whether she should deal with you. Well, I guess I can try. Might be that we need to talk to the leader first. How's business? Well, Shaper. Well, trying times for us all. We do not trade with other servals, but it is for greater good, I assure you. Not for yours, though. She is saying it, but she doesn't look like she believes it. Why don't you deal with the other towns? Also, I was told about a merchant here who I was supposed to talk to, right? And who had some kind of mercantile relations with some of the other traders. Why don't you deal with them? Gnorrel makes it clear. They are now enemies. Takers have new allies now. Okay, so that's a recent change. That is what I know. I do not talk of it. Not for me to question great wisdom of Gnorrel. When did the trade end? She looks around nervously. About a year ago. Argued with other towns, true. Still traded. Now? No. Won't say more. Should not. Not to Shaper. Well, I mean, you've already given me some info, so thanks. I would like to trade with you. Oh, I guess I'm not one of the other one of the other servile tribes, so I'm okay to trade with. Acquaintance store, right. Living tools, yeah, this stuff is expensive. Exorbitant, even. 7 Shaper records. I mean, healing spores are always in short supply, so even if they are expensive, I'm gonna buy these. Curing spores, I have quite a few of. Doesn't feel that urgent right now. Major healing pods, good to know, I suppose. Living tools, obviously. I have plenty of those. I want to sell? Sure. Sell junk? There. Did I... Yeah, of course. I must have put that rope that I found in my stash when I took the grey spore baton out. I mean, if I did accidentally keep something in my junk bag that I didn't want to sell, then well, too bad. Okay, so these are all just called they're all just called generic merchants, but they might have different inventory. Yep, they do. So this is the useless one. This is the equipment trader, I guess. Yep. Steel javelins, shielding spores. Oh, wait. This gourd contains specially formulated and mildly enchanted shaper-made spores. Using this powder has a beneficial effect on you and all of your nearby creations. If you only want to help yourself, use shielding spores. I don't know why I thought that this had something to do with mines. Never mind then. Ivory band. Well, that's a good one. Thankfully, I already found one. Or else I might have been tempted to buy this, which, is okay. I haven't really bought any equipment or anything. Haven't really made any kind of major investment. So, in a way, I wish I would see something that feels worthwhile, but I guess until I do, I'm not gonna waste my money on anything. Iron shield, yeah, this is just pretty useless. Tranquil baton, venom baton. Still no reaper baton. We have found a few reapers, but we do need the proper baton to even make use of them, right? Tranquil baton. Pretty sure we've seen both of these. Yeah, this is just a spread attack, and this one was tranquil, which terrifies. Right? That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, neither of these is the person we're supposed to find, though. So maybe they're not necessarily a merchant. Let's see if this connects. Oh, no, it does not. Not directly, anyway. Cask ruins. Wait, I thought this was already ruins. Oh, find Arth. Right, yeah, okay, it did not display the quest here. I didn't even really notice that before, or think about that. But yeah, it would have displayed it here. So apparently Arth is in this part of the ruins. Interesting. Well, we're gonna check that out eventually, but I guess I'm gonna look around just a little bit more here. This is the old library. Sure, let's enter this. See if they have a use for my books. Probably not, though. If they're smarter than the ones than the Obears. Though Taker Vandals have destroyed much of what the Shapers left here, they left this library alone. For some reason, they left these records intact, though they have made no extra effort to preserve them. You browse the records briefly. They are a mishmash of tomes, journals, and notes scavenged from all of Susha Island. Many are incomplete, and most are damaged, and practically all of them are uninteresting. Though these works were neglected for a long time, you find signs that the Takers have recently begun to read them again. The Takers spent years descending into near barbarism. Now they are struggling to gain knowledge. Oh, okay. I mean, good on them. Toivo. Ah, right. You. Wait. Didn't the nice farmer lady tell me that I'd have to sneak my way through some guards to reach the Tower of Knowledge? Maybe that's for when I don't find a way to I don't know, to meet peacefully with the leader. Huh. Anyway, this Revel seems quite calm and intelligent, yet his eyes are full of calm contempt for you. Calm, but calm contempt. Oh well. He is afflicted with the madness of the Takers. He is also very at home in this library. The Shaper comes. Yes, I am learned Toivo of Takers. I speak with you of Taker learning. What we have learned, what we want to learn, what we have learned, what we want to learn. What great works I will do. Okay. Feel free to do that. You're looking after our Shaper knowledge? The Shapers enslave us. The Shapers are the enemy. And the wisdom of tactics is to know all you can of the enemy, so you can use their powers and defeat them. Yeah, fair enough. Each year we learn more of you and the secrets and tricks you use to keep us down. One day we use that knowledge. We think now, but we talk same. I talk different, but am wise. One day we use that knowledge. We think now, but we talk same. I talk different, but am wise. What? I don't really understand that last paragraph. Why don't you just destroy them? I mean, why would they? Why do the servals here speak differently than servals elsewhere? That's a good question. I didn't expect to be allowed to ask that. Maybe crude to you, honest to us. Other servals, they say they might want freedom. In head, they want servals who imitate masters. I mean, okay, sure. If butchering grammar is your way to express your own freedom, then I guess so be it. We choose not speak like you. All right. Who is Shaper to say how a serval talk or not talk? Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Why don't you just destroy the books? Once we did. Takers devolved, stopped reading, learning, became like beasts. Now Gnorrel is changing us. If we must fight Shapers, knowledge will keep us alive. Okay. What have you learned here? Ah, but you not a taker. You not an ally. I help you not. Talk to Gnorrel, ally with us, and I give you full access to the learning here. Yeah, well, okay. Not gonna happen then. What do the takers believe? We believe, like the awakened, that we should be free. We know that you Shapers will never give freedom to us. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that might be true. We must take it, using every weapon we have. But that's also not gonna work, so yeah, I still stick with the awakened, sorry. You awakened are too weak. You want to be free, but you do not want to pay price. You are not bad unless fight us, which you do. You all may have to pay, which we do. I mean, no, not as far as I know. What is this great work you mentioned? Obviously, he's not going to tell us that, right? Oh, never mind. Toivo is torn for a moment. To share? Do I share? You are Shaper, but you are strong. You travel. You can help. Yes, I want knowledge. Old knowledge. Records of the creation of the Oh. Something more than the records I'm carrying, right? Records of the creation of the servals. How we were made. What creatures we were made from. Humans? Primates? Felines? Wolves? What? Tapers? Shall I say they saw tablets? Describe original components of servals. I want them. Where are these tablets? Shall I saw them in South Workshop. Schematics, descriptions, knowledge of servals. Toivo gets more excited as he talks. I mean, that is exciting stuff. Did not know they were valuable to us. Want them now. Bring them. I reward. Okay, I mean, so long as none of my allies ask me for them, I guess I might as well bring them to you. You might be a little bit hostile, but at least you seem to be devoted to science, and I respect that. How do you know these tablets exist? He told us twice that Sholai saw them. Yeah, Sholai saw them. They saw them when looking through records and Shaper gear for scavenging. Did not know they were valuable to us. Right. Tell me more about the tablets. Servals are most complicated of creations. One of oldest too. Very rarely shaped. We breed instead like proper creatures. Knowledge of how we were first made is mostly lost. Our origins, our source strains. We want to know this. Why do you want to know this? We are not allowed heritage, not allowed our origins. Who are we? Where are we from? And how can others be more like us? And Toivo shakes his head. But what will you do with this information? Do is taker business. Takers don't answer to Shapers. Bring tablets. I reward you well. That is all. Leave me. Excited. Hope. Yes. South Workshop. Must think. Go. Toivo walks away. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they necessarily can do anything directly with that knowledge, but just having more knowledge is a good thing in my book. And, you know, obviously I'm going to learn something from those tablets when I find them, right? This thick book is full of Susha Island's records. Rough maps, inventories, descriptions of main research facilities, and so on. It looks like the servals have been flipping through it carefully, trying to understand its contents. All of the maps and most of the descriptions have been smeared by water and age. You do, however, find a good description of the main research facilities, which are to the north. There are 2 workshops in the northwest for making tools and power spirals. They are called West Workshop and South Workshop. There is also a large mine for quarrying stone, minerals, and useful crystals. That is at the east edge of the island. The main research warren is huge, dug deep within the largest mountain on Susha Isle, on the northeast corner of the island. There are 2 entrances, one at the west and one at the south. Okay. Interestingly, several pages were recently torn from this book. They may still be around. Oh, really? Around as in for me to find somewhere? Huh. Or is that part of the knowledge that he won't give me unless I join them officially? Huh. Calling the Inutal. The Shapers will call takers Inutal. Yeah, I guess they will do that. It means we are without use, without value. The only use a serval can have to the Shapers is as a tool, a generator of wealth, a servant or tinker. It is our dream that all servals are Inutal. What? Oh, of no use to the Shapers. Yeah, makes sense. None of us provide for the Shapers. We have paid off our debt to our creators 1,000 times over. Of course, some Inutal harm other servals, attack them, steal from them. These servals must be punished, not because they are Inutal, but because they are thugs and criminals. Yep, we're definitely on the same page there. The key distinction, they will be judged by the standards of their fellow servals, not the standards of Shapers, which might be the same, though, ideally, in the case of thugs and criminals. But okay, definitely understandable. There is an upper story here. Man, okay, I was not expecting this episode to grow this long, but I guess it's fine. Oh, Beery, hello. You're hostile. I mean, I'm guessing you're basically just guarding this place? So attacking you would be kind of a jerk move, but... Inside the cabinet, you find an old dusty scroll. Unrolling it carefully to keep it from crumbling, you read the faded words on the page. It is a proclamation issued about a century ago. By declaration of Korata, Danet, and the Council of Shapers, Susha Island is hereby declared interim barred. All research is to be ended. All Shapers are to evacuate the island by 1 week from today. All work on the Geneforge is to cease immediately, and charging of it is to cease. All other research is to be held on, and products, instruments, and notes are to be stored. The barring will be seized or declared full at such time as the full Council of Shapers is able to question researchers of their choosing. The proclamation is signed Korata. Okay. You have no idea whether the barring of Susha Island was ever declared to be official and permanent. You'd never even heard of Susha Island before you landed here. Which is kind of weird, considering it's apparently not that far from the coast, right? I feel like we've heard that or learned that in some way, that it's not actually that far away from the mainland. Not as far as I first thought, anyway. Huh. Or maybe that's not necessarily the case. But either way, I mean, still strange that this entire chapter of Shaper history is apparently, you know, not common knowledge for some reason. Well, anyway, that was all very interesting, and we are probably going to learn even more as we finish up exploring this place. Too bad that it doesn't seem like we will be able to hand over these more mundane Shaper records here, but I was expecting as much. So, you know what? Honestly, what I can do is just dump them here. Seems kind of appropriate. There, just put them on the ground. They should just stay there, just in case I do eventually find a use for them. But for now, I think this is a better place for them. I should probably put them somewhere where I can actually see them, in case I forget. Yeah, but, you know, I guess I'll do that off camera. Just put them more, like, around here, so that I might find them later if I actually do need them. Yeah, and we're going to probably finish up exploring this place while meeting with Gnoro, which should be interesting, if probably not particularly pleasant, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll see what we do from there. I suppose probably head to Cask Ruins next to talk to Arth, because we have that quest, and then probably, again, finish off this area here, just, you know, to close that little loop. But yeah, that's probably planning way too far ahead. Who knows what's going to happen. We might very well spend the entire next episode just in Cask itself, depending on what we find here. So, yeah, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.